Okay, action.
Action? We don't have action around here. We have issues. Lots and lots of issues.
Yeah.
I think I got everything laid out for putting the kicker in and the primary drive in, if I'm lucky. Okay, went and found one of my plug that laying around. I'm not sure if it's going to clear the dowel here, or not the dowel, the magnet. So we need to figure that out. So what we're going to do is focus it up. Okay, so now we got a magnet sticking up. We have a clutch. Clutch spacer. I knew there was a reason I had to put it in gear. I don't think we're going to have a problem. What do you think?
No.
Not sure why it used to be a problem, but obviously it's not a problem on this bike. Must be on the later bike. It's on one of the bikes it puts it right above the teeth, so must be the later motor. Okay, so we can run this plug. There's no problem. See, we're worried about nothing. I'm gonna back that up some. You're too close. Now we can attempt to put a gasket on there, or we just put goop on it and see what. I don't think it left you a gasket. They knew it wasn't going to do anything. So we're going to use this. Are you going to ever use this plug? Not likely, that's the answer.
Yeah, not likely.
If you need to change your primary oil, you need to adjust your primary chain. So you got to pull the cover off. So I'm going to goop it up so we don't have to go back in here again. It's going to make a big mess because look at the mess I made on my fingers. Yeah, we have to get the number 4 rag. Yes, it's going to get messy. I've been known to JB weld these in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They don't leak when you do that. I said it's going to get messy.
It's getting messy.
It's got a lot of soft feeling threads in there. Does it look messy? Finish that rag off. And when your kickstand comes up and hits here, it's going to hit right on the tip of the plug because that's where it tightens. A little more out of it, how's that? There. It might be a little tighter. If you keep doing that, it's going to strip it out. So quit doing that.
Roger that.
I put sealer in my wrenches.
You're never going to get it out now.
Now my wrench won't leak. All right. You work on an air like this. You didn't know you could do that, did you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And way back in here, there's a hole, and you're supposed to have a seal in there, which looks like just the one like I didn't use over here. Looks like that. The problem is when you shove your shaft through the hole and it's tight, it shears off the 4 little spots.
Mm-hmm.
And see how it catches on those sharp edges there?
Right.
It shears off chunks of it. So what I do is I put O-rings in there, and the O-rings hit on the radius and go right over it. See that one right over there?
Roger that.
Camera's over here, I'm over here. Did you film any of that?
Yeah.
Probably not. So let's see, this just pushes right over the edge and doesn't dig in. So I use 2 of these. Now this is the rocker box over when it goes up in the rocker shafts up here. Now I do not use them up there, I use different things. So I put them down here. So it works a lot better than Harley did. Okay, so you put grease in there like that. Load this up over here. Stack 2 O-rings in there. See how they're in there?
Right.
And then you get this plate, it goes in there. Now this has a flat side on the top, round on the bottom. See how the case is cut out?
Yep.
Flat on top, because that's where the kicker goes in, or not kicker, the swing arm goes in there. That's why this is in here. So this has to come in right now, right here. Stick it right in there like that. Put a little bit of grease right there, because we like grease. You got your shaft right here. Guess what? You put more grease on it. Now you can slip it in the hole. Rotate and wiggle a little bit. See how it goes right in without binding.
Yes, sir.
You got extra grease over here. Kicker gear. Now see the stop in here? So you have to rotate this all the way up, so that means it goes until it hits this stop. You have to put the kicker where you want it to be. See the groove over here? Now you got the stock groove here and you got this custom one here. So the stock one goes up. The groove goes there, and this goes on the square. So it stops. See over here where the groove's at? The correct groove is up, not the custom made one. See how it stops right there like it's supposed to?
Right.
Okay, then you got your lock tab, which was over here someplace. There's your lock tab. Somebody want to know how to do this on YouTube. It's pretty complicated, I guess. I couldn't figure out how to do a kicker. Put a little bit of red Loctite on there with that grease. That way it mixes together, but it's all red. So it should work, right? What size is that?
What's that?
That nut.
Oh, the nut?
What's that size right there?
7/8?
Yeah, it looks like a 7/8. Somewhere.
What is it, 1 1/4? 1 3/16?
16s. Now you can strip this out because it's only 1/2 inch diameter. That'll be enough torque for you. Make sure you're in the right spot. Now you check your end plate. See all that end play in there?
Yeah.
That's not end play, that's wiggling. Wiggling is this one. See that end play? So you put shim washers in there and you tighten up the end play. You got any shim washers?
No.
It's going to be hard to tighten up end play then, isn't it? see if I got anything I can use. Maybe we'll look at takes a special shim, and I don't know if I have it. I don't think I do. There we go. There's a valve shim for something big. I'm thinking it might be an 80-inch, model 80-inch shovel maybe. Not sure. All right. 15 thou. So now we get to do the what? We get to do unscrew, right? That must have been what you call this. What do you call it?
That's called a demock.
Yeah, it's called a mock up. No, demock.
No, it's a mock down.
It's a mock down. That's right. Okay, now over here. This goes right here. You notice that's a lot bigger diameter than what it should be?
Mm-hmm.
Means you can't stick it through that hole. Okay, stick it over here like this. Wiggle, wiggle.
We got a low battery.
It hasn't gone out yet, has it?
Not yet, but it's flashing.
Yeah, it likes to flash. I need to go run a hard drive space. You're not filming too much, are you?
Just, I don't want to not film.
Well, when it runs out, we'll worry about it. Oh, look at that.
It's nice.
It didn't lock up. Perfect.
Not a whole lot of. Well,
That'll work. Now we have a problem over here though, see? That washer sticking out.
mm-hmm.
So when we put that on the bike, you know what's going to happen? It might hit on it or it might not. You have to come over here and look at the washer. Right there. If it hits on it, it's just going to bend it over. It's only 15 thou. And then it'll have a flat spot. I'm not going to worry about it, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so then we don't really have a problem.
Yeah, if it is, it'll bend out of the way. I'm not going to have a problem.
It's a problem that'll fix itself.
Yes. It'll be more of a problem trying to not be a problem.
Right.
If we get a problem. Okay, so we got that on there. So I'm going to try to get this thing under there. I think the thing want to bend over. Alright, let's go over here. There we go. Got a piece of it that time. Channel lock's behind you. Tough little bastard, isn't it? As far as it's going. Okay, kicker is in. And it still rotates. Does that rotate enough for you? We'll see how much it wobbles now. Not nearly as much. Okay, now our end play. I'm not getting any. We know it has some, but it's not enough I can feel. Okay, here's your kicker gear, ratchet gear. Here's your sleeve. Yeah, your sleeve actually fits. That's a miracle.
You mean we don't have to machine it?
Oh, usually I gotta shim them. Something's dug in over here. I get so much weight on the drain plug, it's sticking to my table now. Not sliding like it used to. Okay, put a little bit of lubricant in here. Don't be bashful on this one. These wear enough on their own. Let's go in there.
I'm starting to get scared.
Plug in more parts.
Keep looking at that parts list and it gets longer and longer.
Okay, now see how this, you have to rotate the kicker gear out of the way.
Uh-huh.
You got the spring here, you have to rotate the spring in like a screw. Put the gear in there, mesh them, rotate, don't stick your thumb in between the gears or that piece there.
We'll pinch it. Bless you.
It will. And it does hurt. Now see how much that slides out?
Yep.
Eventually it starts rubbing on the back of the kicker ratchet gear, which is this piece right here. See, it's not hitting on this one, so it's good. Notice how the basket doesn't wobble at all.
It doesn't. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's how they're made. I've actually straightened a few of those out when they really get bad. Okay, so this is already set up from before, so it should be still good. Famous last words, right? So. Always like putting a little bit of oil in the seal area, just for the hell of it. A little bit on the threads never hurt. New chain. Okay, new chain. This is the only one to use, it's a good one. It's got the square teeth, square loops on it, not the figure 8 one.
Yeah.
This was probably made in the last 20 years, so it actually might have been made in the USA. Ooh.
Yes, it says made. Well, it could be the box, but made in the USA.
Could be the label. Okay, this goes on there like that.
Really?
Goes around there like that. Look at that. You think it's ready to go together, don't you? Didn't you?
Oh, I'm just getting a different angle here
Yeah, well, it's not ready to
for
go
the
together.
folks at home.
It's not ready to go together yet. Remember that problem we had earlier?
Oh yeah.
Lack of material on the pad.
Yes, sir.
It's time to rectify that problem because we kind of put that in before this goes in.
Let's see if I can get it good.
It's supposed to look like that.
Not like that.
Yeah, not like that. That's bad. Oh, watch out behind you. Trip hazard. Alright, so we gotta get this old one out of here. Four slips pretty good easily. Okay, that's getting a little thin on the backside, even for you. So this one here goes on there. So that goes right back on there. This goes back on there. We're going to have to do something about this because now it's going to be a little bit hard to put on. So you have to move these back out a little bit. See, it's a little tough, see? Do the same on this one. Now, if you're lucky, this will go back in there. See that?
Yep. You just beat them down, bend them over again, or what?
How are you going to beat on them? Side of the bench? Right here?
Yep.
Tap it?
Tappity tap. Here you go. All peen. All peen.
This requires a bigger handle than that. Like that. Actually works pretty good. See how it's starting to pucker up though?
Mm-hmm.
See there's not much left holding it?
Yeah.
It didn't work too good, did it?
I think you hit it too hard.
It's my fault. It's all my fault, huh? Okay, I need something underneath this. Use that vise to tear everything up. Oh,
What do you need? What do you need?
I need something rectangular that goes across here to push against this harder than this.
A block? One of your... No, you don't want one of those when you're...
Not that big block, no. Need something narrower than that big block. We'll find something over here. You think I like a tool bit?
There you go.
Always have to keep these nice little small ones laying around for important uses like this.
For this exact job.
There, that goes in there like that. Now this has to be beat down flat. Has to be beat at an angle. It's hard on your finger down there too. So we're trying to wrap this around a little bit further. You see how it's not liking me too much for doing it that way?
Mm-mm.
So, that didn't work very well. Now the problem is when I pull it back to do this, I actually bent it in here. It just needs to be flatter. To there. So now I'm going to go back and do this again. We're on the right track, but we just didn't compensate for other issues. Okay, now you got to bend this around this way more, so if you just play it on here and hit it right in here. See, it should move this around a little bit. But in this case, it doesn't seem to be wanting to do that either. Yeah, it definitely doesn't want to do that. So, we're going to have to manually figure out some way of doing that. Okay, now, if you put that in a vise, beat on it.
Ooh, man, that vice looks brand new.
Preferably something like this where it doesn't have any sharp edges on it.
Right.
Yeah, I hate new parts. Okay, see how it's going to hold it pretty good?
Yep.
Now we're going to hit it right here along this edge here and try to roll it. We'll see how this works. Looks like it rolled it over to you. Looks like it rolled it to me.
Yeah.
See the angle there versus there.
Don't you want to put your
No, I'm trying to get the steel piece made right now. See, I got to get this at the same angle. See the angles these are at? Right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's where these need to go at. And they're not. So we have to get them bent over that way. This one's getting closer. We got to keep these from bending over like they are. Alright. About 4 is going to go that way. Pitching my thumb, see? It goes. Trying to get that to go in there deeper. It doesn't want to go deeper. Alright, so now we're going to put it over here and bend it some more. Now we have another problem. What's the problem now?
The problem is
We don't want to screw up the new pad.
yeah.
With that crappy new vise. So we take a piece of aluminum and jam in between there. Like that. Same on this side. See, I can't get the part where I want to fix it yet. I'm still straightening out the clamp. The rocket piece. Alright, so now, see the nylon piece is now all the way around.
Yes, sir.
Before it was barely even touching on the one side. So now we're up to where we want it to be at. Now at this point you can put it on that bench and beat on it and tighten it up if you want to. Or you can put it in here like this, which is putting pressure on the pad to hold it in.
Good.
And I'll use vice grips, which works really good for mashing these down right here. It's controlled pressure, so you just do a little at a time. See, it just folds it right in there. Give it a little extra. See, it starts pulling the nylon down now.
Yep.
Look like you got some squeeze to it yet.
It's getting there.
Give it a little extra.
That's about all you're gonna get out of it.
Well, I can get a lot more than that. I can actually pooch the whole thing right on out of there if I keep squeezing on it.
Well, we don't want that.
Yeah, but has it got tension on it yet?
It looks like it's...
I'll give a little extra just to find out. How about that one? That looks like it got some squeeze to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll flip it over. We'll do it again. Back off the tension a little bit. Back it up. See, a vice grip can control the amount of pressure and squeeze height. Get a little extra. Feels about right. Okay. The last thing is you fold these over to make sure they're all the way down. There you go. See the plastic's all the way against the metal?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bowed up. Sliver and it just nailed me. See a little needle right there?
Yep.
Blood donation.
Got some tweezers?
It's not in my thumb. It came
Oh,
out.
it just stuck you right there, huh? It's one that's sticking out of there still?
It got me. See, now I get blood money.
Hazard pay.
Now, should I leave that for you next time, or should I do something about getting rid of that? Maybe I should do something to get rid of that. I felt that.
Obviously. Either that or you squeeze your finger enough to
I squeeze it
pop
up
the
to
blood out of
Yeah,
it.
the big blood blister coming out. All right. Where's our hardware at? Okay, we got a long bolt and a short bolt. Which one's a long one? Where's it go?
The long one
Yeah.
goes in the bottom.
Why would it go in the bottom?
No, it goes in the top. I'm
Why-
sorry.
Why would it go in the top?
Because it's... Wait, one of them's deeper. I remember. Let's see.
That ain't why it goes there.
Goes in the top. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this way. See, this has another piece it goes to.
Right. The long goes to the top.
See how they're the same height
Right.
now?
Right.
You gotta remember, it takes all the parts. All right. So that has to go in first because you can't put this in once you put the chain in there. So now we can go back to doing this job here. Remember where we left off?
Yeah.
Okay. It's working like it's supposed to. Lock tab. One nut. Now, which side do you want to use? This side or this side?
That side. Wait, let me see it. No, that side.
Which one?
The bigger flat side goes against
Oh,
it, right?
you got it right. The bigger side is what you're squeezing against. You've done that before, haven't you? Come on, there it goes. All right. We need one of these. Pre-lube it. That's not Loctite.
Because that's the last time it's ever going to get...
Because you put a lot of torque on these, so you want to make sure you got good lube on them. And we come in here with some big tools. Quit screwing around. Go that way.
You know what you need is you need to do like they do in the poker. When you watch them on poker, they got the under the table mounted camera.
I don't have poker.
You never watch poker on TV?
No, I don't watch stuff too much crap on TV. Got too much trouble working on Harleys over here.
They got cameras mounted under the table.
Did you hear it finally get tight?
Yep.
You only thought it was tight for the last half inch. When this quits moving and it makes that heavier noise, it's tight. And all that other time it's just going down to more and more and more. So if you thought that was tight the first quarter inch, it wasn't. I guess you just hold this with your hand. It's tight. That's a little bit loose still. You have to use this to tighten it up. There's a lock tab right there, if you don't forget to put it on like I did the last job I did.
What, to lock it?
Yeah. I think it's tight enough, it's not coming undone anyway, but what did I do with my big screwdriver?
Did somebody let you know or what on the video?
No, when I was uploading the video I watched, I always preview the videos before I upload them to make sure they're complete. And I noticed that I forgot to bend the tab over. Not that it really matters. I don't think it's going to unscrew. It's pretty tight. Nobody caught me yet on that. So
Right.
now they're going to know. They got to
What video is it? I'll be the one. I'll leave a comment. Hey,
you got to go find it. It's a Sportster video. Let's put it that way. When was the big? It might have been a big twin. I forget. It was a video. It was one of them. Maybe it was a big twin video. I forget. Okay, the clutch still kind of moves. A little slimy. Okay, now I get some locking devices over here. Using hardware. Alright, so we need to put a little bit of Loctite on these. A little blue, not red.
Whoa.
And no sleeping yet. And don't forget the little bolt here too. Okay, where's the long one go?
Top. Bottom?
That was the
Top.
short one.
Oh, that was the short one?
That's the long one.
Yeah.
Also that big fat boss covers up the whole piece.
Yep.
We'll break that out again.
No, that's nice. No. That thing ain't going. The weird thing is that there's no chunks anywhere that we could find.
I know, we never did find the pieces. I think this bolt doesn't go in.
It's not the right bolt.
It's the correct bolt. It's coarse thread. Weird. Special locking bolt.
It's those new threads that are in there.
Oh, those threads are tough. I guess they didn't cut very good. They didn't like it. Okay, this goes up. Okay, that's your adjustment. Now this goes back and forth. See, like that?
Right.
So the chain's going this way, so always make sure you push it to the back.
Okay.
Then you go up. Then you come down a little bit. Did you watch any of that or you missed it?
I got it.
Some of it. So we got a little bit of free play.
Right.
Now this shoe is going to eat up pretty quickly. So you might want to give it a little extra clearance. But right now we don't know what clearance we have because we have to find the tight spot. We don't know what the tight spot is yet. And when you put this one in here and tighten this down here, it makes it a little tighter yet.
Okay.
So right now we got to figure out where we're at right now. So I need to turn the motor over. And we had a breaker bar somewhere laying out. There it is. So we see what kind of clearance. Remember how the basket was wobbling a little bit? So we got to find our tight spot. See, it's a little bit looser there.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to tell. Now we got two things that are going to make it loose real quickly. One is there's a lot of grease on the chain. Two is that shoe is going to wear down real quick until the rollers come in, because those little narrow tracks are going to eat right through that shoe like nothing. So I always like putting the chains in basically with zero clearance. See, that's basically zero. See, that's taunt. Now before you adjust it like it was the first time I did it, where you got some clearances in it.
Mm-hmm.
See, this here, we have free play right now a little bit, but see, only about this much.
Right.
Less than 1/8 of an inch. See that when you got, that's a good full 1/8 inch. You want to have like double that on the tight spot when the chain, when all the stuff is broken in. But right now everything's brand new. I know you're not going to change the oil on it for a while. See how loose that is there? That'd be good on a broken in motor. See, you got almost a 1/4 inch. So right now, I'll leave it at that number there. So I'm going to go ahead and lock down the lower bolt here. Now you notice I got this out of the way so I can tighten it.
Yes.
Tighten that up. You can here loosen this one up. Rotate that back on. Put this piece in here. There it is. Tighten this one up. Pretty tight. Loosen that up again. See what kind of clearance we got. Now you go and tighten this one up. That's it for that. See how I got it a little tighter?
Yep.
It seems to always tighten things up just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. Yeah, you can only torque this one so much because it's real thin. But anyway. So now that's all in there. Now this is too tight for a normal job. It's just with a new chain and a new shoe, it's going to loosen up in the first 5 miles.
Right.
It's going to really loosen up a lot. So that's why I'm putting it this tight. Normally that's way too tight. Damn, that hurts when you push right on a bad spot.
Still got sliver in there.
No, it's just, there's a hole in there though. Alright, so that's how you get that one done in there. So now we get to go ahead and put the clutch in here. All this stuff laying over here. Now these here go in here. Now these are the nice thick ones. See how thick they are? You want to use these thick ones. They don't collapse when you tighten against them. Those piece of crap ones, the Barnett cells that have a shoulder that's that high and then they're real thin tube, they just bend like crazy. So the clutch is never made correctly. Okay. So here's your pressure plate. You want to make sure the bearing's good. This goes inside of that. That's what you push against. Let's give those 2 springs over there. One homemade compression tool. Nut welded to a piece of shelf cross brace. Jim's wanted too much money. And I needed it right away. And that was like 30 years ago. Works good, why change, right?
Right.
Notice I got my indicator nuts on there. Lets me know how tight I am. So when I tighten them up, I'm after it. Okay, this is a double spring clutch, which is stock. Pressure plate. This is the early one that you had to adjust the heights, but when you put the fixed plates in there, you don't have to put those plates on the outside anymore. But you never cut them off. What year is this bike?
It's 72.
Okay. What year did they change the clutch?
Wait, what year did they change the clutch?
Yeah.
76.
No.
What year would that be?
74.
74.
That's when they put the oval plate holes, the ovals in the plates, the steel plates, and they put the tubes in
It's
there.
the same year they put the disc brake on the front.
They did this brake in 73.
73.
So I tighten up the same distance. Now I can go ahead and tighten this here. Let's see. Knock that Harley one by hand. Try doing that with your by hand with your screws in there. Then I got to push it in like that and put nuts on it, I'll tell you that. I was able to do one clutch that way, and then I made the tool. Okay, after you get it in there a little bit, you got to go and rotate this around until
Lines up.
those holes line up. You got it. It's like you've done this before. Big screwdriver.
Man, this thing going for half an hour at least with this low battery light flashing.
It goes for more than that. You mean this is going to be an hour and a half long video right now?
Oh, at least.
It's alright. We don't care. Okay, you get a couple of these started up. You got to rotate this around. You hear them popping in there.
Yep.
Once they're all popped in, they're going to tighten this up a little bit further.
So you can do the next one.
I'll get the other nuts. See, yours you got all these different holes. I get confused on which nuts go where. Okay, now you go ahead and tighten these all down a little bit. That one. That one. See, this is also a tightening tool, see?
Uh-huh.
Now you don't want to get too much pressure on this because you'll bend the backing plate. So, you see I'm not grutting on it real hard.
All right.
Okay. Now the clutch should be released. See how the clutch is moving? It's released.
Yep.
So we know it does release if you push them far enough. The only thing is we can push this a lot farther than your clutch pedal does. Okay, so right now we're locked. So you go one turn, or half a turn. See, it's a lot of drag, but it's kind of moving. Another quarter turn more. So now it's released. So this should release with a normal lever. You have about that much travel. So we know the clutch works now. We pre-tested it. Alright. So the primary's done for now. We can't put together for real because we have to put the you have to put all the clutch cable and other stuff in there, but I also need a handhold right here to stick in the frame. So last thing I'm going to do is put the sprocket on the other side. Turn this over till the pistons are up. Get the dirt out. Spin this thing around. Now, we didn't check the kicker yet, which we should have done. We didn't do it yet. You always want to test the kicker before you put the bike together, because sometimes you get to take it back apart again. Get the oil dry doing this thing.
Yeah, is it? You gotta plug that hole over there, or you
Yeah,
can't?
just
Oh.
gonna kick it release finally. So it turns over and releases. So the kicker appears to be working correctly. That's good. Well, there's oil in the crank, and every time I do that, I'm putting oil into over here.
Right. Remember that hole that was there? Is that coming out, or that's plugged now?
You mean this hole that's got a big weld on the other
Yeah.
side
Okay.
now?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
It ain't gurgling there.
All right.
And we got this up here, so it's not blowing out this hole too. So I put that in there. So we're doing pretty good. All right, so the last thing I do is put this kicker on here. Not kicker, sprocket. Tap it on. There's your lock tab. And your nut. You got the thick nut I like. The skinny ones they give you. Okay. It's in gear right now. See how it's in gear?
Yep.
We're neutral. So what I'm going to do is I hold them in my hands. You got to put a rag on it like this. Like that. Also digs into your thumb and it does that a little bit. Especially you got a high torque one like that. That's how you do it when you don't have it in gear. Get your finger pinched in there.
Man, your fingers are all gonna be all fucked up tomorrow.
Hey,
Sorry. Oops, excuse me.
well, they got to be equal opportunity. You got a hole in that one, you got to pinch this one, we got to crush another one. Yeah. Oh, and the knuckle, it's not red like it was before.
No, it's kind of
You can see
mellowing out a little bit.
You have to see how that knuckle's bigger than this one. It's been crushed a few more times. Okay, so that works nice and freely now. See, make sure it's not dragging after you tighten it up. Alright, so we got everything working. Shifter works, clutch works, transmission here works. And looks like we turned the motor over again, damn it. So, everything appears to be working correctly. So, now you can go ahead and charge the battery up and we'll get this thing into the bike. There we go. That's it for now.